All signs, listen up to what you should expect in the month of March. For the Leo placements, this is a relationship month for you guys. You guys are going to be forming different favorable form of relationship, either platonic or romantic connections. And this relationship are going to be supporting your career. Towards the end of March, you might be completing a particular project you started in October last year, or issues you had with your landlord, your neighbor, or your siblings last year, October, might get resolved this March. For the Virgo placement, you are going to make an important life decision about your personal relationship, either to commit to a long-term relationship or not. And for some Virgos in the month of March, some of you might get betrayed by someone close to you or your friends. For the Cancerian placement, you are going to be sorting your finances and assets or other people money coming into your accounts in the month of March. Then in the second half of the month, some of you might be traveling or starting a new educational pursuit. And if some of you do not travel this March, some of you are going to travel in October. So you are going to travel or change something about your family situations, most especially around March 26th. For the Aquarius placement, in the first 10 days of March, you are going to be extremely active and new different form of relationship are going to be coming in. And this connection you're going to be having with this new relationship are going to transform you tremendously. You are also going to be extremely obsessed with some people, but you need to avoid that act because it is not healthy. Then in the second half of the month, you are going to use your creativity in regards to your career, and you have a lot of ideas flowing in your head, and you are going to use that measures to make loads of money in the second half of March. Then lastly, towards the end part of March, you are going to be ending a trip or an educational pursuit. For the Scorpio placement, you guys are going to feel extremely social in the month of March as we've been towards the late part of February. Do not hesitate to keep connecting with people because you are going to gain tremendously around people. So in the second half of March, you might be changing something about your home situation or you involving yourself in home and property situations. Towards the late part of March, you are going to monetize a particular creative art you have, and you are going to have access to your spiritual guides so easily. For the Libra placement, you are going to be one of the luckiest sign in the month of March. The first 10 days of March is one of your luckiest days. You are going to attract opportunities easily and your romantic relationship will be top notch. In the middle part of March, you are going to embark on a new project. This project is going to come with a lot of pressure, so get prepared. Towards the end part of the month, you are going to release an old version of you and people will no longer recognize you anymore. For the Sag placements in the first half of the month, you are going to invest in a communicative project. In the second half of the month, you might be investing in properties or taking responsibility of one of your family member. And you might also be forming a very strong bond with one of your family member. And some of you are going to achieve greater heights on the social media platforms. For the Capricorn placement, you are going to be thinking about new ways to make more money, or probably you have an increment in your salary. In the second half of the month, your creativity is going to bring you loads of money, and some of you might be thinking of going back to school or starting a new trip. Many of you are going to heal from wounds and traumas you've gotten from your family, and some of you might take care of some family members who are going through some health challenges. Then lastly, towards the end part of the month, some of you might have a change in career or you doing something differently in regards to your career. Pisces placement, your major problem in the first half of the month is sleeplessness. So now that you are listening to this video, you know what to do about that, because if care is not taken, you are going to have different form of migraine in the first half of the month. Then in the second half of the month, you might be manifesting a new relationship or you ending an old relationship you feel does not really work with any longer. And you are going to manifest the kind of career you want for yourself, and basically everything you manifest is going to come to reality. You are going to gain a lot of wisdom in the first half of the month, and this wisdom is going to sustain you for a very long time. Then towards the end part of the month, you are going to experience change in finances. For the Taurine placements in the first half of the month, do not hesitate to keep on having professional connections as you had in late February. New professional projects are going to come up for you guys. I'm really glad for you guys in that aspect of your life, and this is going to bring about loads of income for you. A lot of Taurine placements are going to be traveling abroad in the second half of the month. Then towards the last part of the month, your day-to-day activities are going to drastically change as a result of your new daily job routine. And for the Arian placements in the first half of the month, you are going to get connected with friends who are going to be influential on your life, or you can be making collaborations with friends or community group. Many of you had sleeplessness over the last month, but in this month of March, use the sleeplessness to do some spiritual work or do a lot of meditations This will give you an ability of healing yourself and healing others. Then towards the end part of March, you might be ending a relationship you started with someone last year, October, probably because the person doesn't want it anymore. For the Gemini placement, you are going to be spending your savings on traveling or educational pursuits. Then towards the second half of the month, you are going to be spending a lot of your time on your career, because there are going to be a lot of potholes happening in regards to your career. So this is the best time to scrutinize all your work in total so that you don't have any issues in regards with authority figures at your workplace. Probably because you have a lot of pressures in regards to your career in this month, you might decide to find another job, but let me tell you that you are still going to face a lot of problems in the other job you are. But the best advice I still have for you is to make sure you do your job in total so that you won't have problems. Then towards the end part of the month, you might be ending a relationship with someone and having a new relationship with someone you usually see often.